I am hanging here at the picnic benches with my old buddy, Danny Clark. How's it going?
Very well.
What has your life been, actually, since Degrassi?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, tell me what you've been up to.
I was in school. After I left the show, I went to college.
Nice. So when you say college, this is like college in the States, so it's like university.
Yeah, I went to NYU in New York City.
Awesome.
And once I graduated there, I started working for ABC News.
What were you studying at school?
Political science. Yeah,
Shift,
super boring.
Eh?
Yeah.
What is shift? From
Yeah.
being on like a teen show to studying political science.
Well,
how did you find yourself there?
I mean, I was always kind of interested in that kind of stuff, and you're right, it is super boring.
No, it's not boring. That's awesome. It's just like such a big like change, right?
Well, I didn't want to like go and do exactly what I was doing before,
Yeah.
right? I kind of wanted to like jump out and be like, okay, what do I do with my spare time? And a lot of that was like reading news and reading about politics, and so I just was like, okay, I want to learn more about this. And,
Awesome.
but I did some other stuff, like I took like photography classes as electives, and it's weird because then I ended up back in news, and it was like I ended up back in media anyways, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of a small world.
So it's awesome to have you back. Is it weird to be back here? Because we're on set, if you can't see. I know we look like we're in a lovely garden having a picnic, but we're actually
not.
here. Degrassi Community School is right in front of us.
We're by the garbage cans over there.
Yes.
We're on the back lot.
Remember we used to have like, we would eat and hang out here.
Yeah.
These very picnic tables. Like, how do you feel being back? Is it?
It's kind of surreal in a way. I mean, it was the same thing when I saw all of you. Is like by and large, like a lot of it hadn't really changed. Like all of you looked the same to me, and I mean, you're gonna show me around in a little bit. I'm gonna see how much it changed. But we got the front of the school right here, and the steps.
That hasn't
looks
changed.
pretty much the same to me.
Yeah. Although now you're saying our marquee is like digital.
Yes.
The future has come, Danny.
Apparently it has.
Yeah.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, I remember when we were like on set and we had like no cell phones or anything to distract us. And
Yeah.
we just like
So we had to actually talk.
we had to actually talk, and we
Yeah.
were just really annoyed because everybody was like, shh, shh, shh.
Yeah. That was the
Ugh,
worst.
I'm so bored.
They should have just given us something to do.
But Sean really was my favorite character. I had a soft spot for Sean because I thought, like, he was the bad kid who was trying to do good. You come into the show, Sean comes in the show having beat up a kid, made him deaf.
Yeah.
In Wasaga.
So like
right?
a bad guy.
He was like a bad guy who came to like reform himself at Degrassi. Like, describe Sean.
I don't know. I mean, it's like one of those like misunderstood youths kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where I mean, my understanding of his character was he had a really like hard exterior, but if you look at like a lot of the issues that we tackled in the show, Sean was really on like more of the progressive side of it. Like he was always coming to your defense. It's not like he was ever antagonizing you or your character for for being gay or anything like that. And he was never, same thing with the ecstasy. He ended up with Jake and Ryan. He ended up switching it so that they didn't actually take it. So these are examples of like him as a character where you would think if he were a bad guy, he would have done things differently. So clearly he's a nice guy. It's just he's a little rough around the edges.
Well, you know what I think? It's because he came from like a rough past that like he'd been there and done that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So when he sees all these like kids like playing with ecstasy, he's like, I got this, guys. Don't do it.
Right.
I figured this out. This is not, because your character seemed to age quite quickly.
Yeah.
You came in like, you've been places, you had seen stuff, so you were kind of there giving everybody advice. Did you have a conscious effort being like, I'm gonna do Sean hard on the outside and, sincere on the inside? Or was that like, it just came natural?
I think
because we were like,
sure.
9.
Well, but that's the thing. I mean, we were that age, and so we in real life were going through a lot of those issues, or at least we knew someone who we were close to who was. And so for us, I think it was a lot easier for us to get into character. It's not like we were playing superheroes or anything like that. We were playing kids.
True.
And like I said, most of the issues that were tackled with the show, lots of people either directly or indirectly deal with all the time. And that's why people love the show.
Yeah.
So for us, to get into character, to know really what's expected of us and what we need to like drive home, it became like second nature. And it's a series, it's not a movie, and so we all had time, we had years as an ensemble cast to like develop this,
Okay, there's something that has to be spoken about.
Okay.
Emma marries Spinner. Were you pissed? Was Sean hurt?
Yes.
Because you guys had a lovely relationship, didn't you?
We did. It was meant to be. We should have. There's no going back. Let's just say I called a couple people and I was very upset.
Okay, good.
Because
I was upset for Sean
at the end of the day, I mean that was kind of the ultimate relationship, at least obviously for Sean's character. I mean, he loved Emma clearly more than he loved anything else.
Yeah, you stepped in front of, like, Sean steps in front of a gun for Emma.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's love. That's love.
What was their chemistry like? Why do you think they got along? Because Sean was the punk and Emma was the good girl.
Yeah, I think
Is that the case
Well,
always?
originally it was like the whole opposites attract kind of thing, where they were like, oh, of course the goody girl's going to go for this bad boy. But again, I just think it was because Sean was nice on the inside, and I think Emma really like realized that, and she probably knew it from day one, and so they just got along. And of course, why wouldn't Sean like Emma? She's gorgeous.
And I think
and smart, and and just
the good
pretty much the perfect girlfriend. Totally out of Sean's league. But
and she was a good influence on Sean.
She was, yeah.
Until the thing happened in the ravine, and then Sean was all like, I don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess anyone would react that way.
To that ravine thing.
To that ravine thing.
If you're a fan, you know
what
was caught.
Yeah, what exactly happened in that ravine.
Then Sean dated Ellie, which I loved. I thought you guys, like, those two characters were a great fit.
Yeah, and it was because they were both kind of like outcasts in a way.
Yeah.
They were kind of on the fringes, and so that sort of made sense as well. But I mean, Ellie was never like the golden girl like Emma, you know. And so if you had to like choose who you're gonna marry, Ellie or Emma, I think Sean would choose Emma.
I think so too, and I think that's the appropriate choice. But do you know that both our characters dated the same girl then?
Really?
Yeah, Marco dated Ellie.
Is that right?
Yeah. Before he, realized that.
Well, I think this interview is over.
Girls. Yeah. So where is Sean now? Because where'd he go?
He went to the military. I think he went to Afghanistan. No, but you're not the only one.
I thought he went to Wasaga and it was done.
A lot of people think that, and they think, oh, he went back to Wasaga, but I think that was at the end of season 4, right after the shooting. And he went out to Wasaga to reunite with his family. And then when he came back, there was the whole car racing thing, the jail thing, and a bunch of stuff happened. And then that's when he decided he was going to enlist in the military. And I think it was season 7 or something. He says goodbye to Emma, and then he dips. And I think he was going to Afghanistan because there were a lot of Canadian troops that were serving in Afghanistan at the time.
All right, we're going to take a tour of Degrassi Community School.
Okay.
Let's go do it.
All right, let's do it right now.
See what we remember.
Okay.
I'm not too sure what to say.
Neither am I. Here we are, though.
Degrassi Community School.
Yep.
Does this change? This is the same, though.
Nah, this is the exact same. Yeah. You got a fancy new sign, that's about it.
Yeah, digital generation.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about that?
I did not. Yeah. I think I missed the boat on that one.
Well, we're in the future now.
Okay.
All right, let's go see the backlot because that's actually changed a lot.
All right, fair enough. Lead the way. I'm kind of lost. I don't exactly know where I'm going.
Seriously, I got lost the first time I came back here. So you left in what, 8?
Yes.
8 would have been your last.
No, I think it was season 7. That's when Sean went away to the army and went to go serve in Afghanistan.
Oh. So you weren't in 8?
And I never went back, and there was no wrap-up, so no one ever found out what happened to him.
Oh, that's true. You know why? Because I get confused because Stacy, Lauren, and I were in the university house, so like we kind of were on the show, but not at Degrassi.
Right.
So I kind of all
because you guys were in college, right?
But yeah, we went to college, so I forgot when college. We have been spending a lot of time in the States.
I don't know if you guys know this, but they serve food cold when you're on set. It's never hot because it looks different. So every single time you're chowing down on something, it tastes awful.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I just assumed it was never hot because no one cared.
No.
It was like, eat it and make it look believable. It's because they don't want the steam.
No, it's because they first like to punish actors because they're sadistic, and second because they say the food looks worse. So, yeah.
Actually, the dots changed a lot though, because remember in our day it was all like red. It was red.
Didn't
and
it blow
it was
up?
called like the grill. It did
Wasn't
blow
it, like,
up.
on fire?
Who blew it up? Somebody blew it up. I think it was
Emma.
Emma.
Yeah. She left something running.
Way to go.
Say, kids, don't leave stuff running. Turn off the oven, check everything before you leave. Otherwise, you'll end up like the dot.
No, Joey's house was here, Joey and Craig's, but they've changed a little bit. It's got a renovation.
Yeah?
Yes. Emma's is down here, but my question is, I seem to have a memory.
Okay.
Actually, not a memory. My main memory of Sean is him fixing things with his brother in the back somewhere. Where was
that?
Where was that?
That's a good question.
Was it back here? Because this has changed.
I think it was. Yeah, this was back when his brother was into motorcycles. And it was the guy who looked like the lead from Coldplay.
Yeah.
The lead singer.
Chris Martin.
Yeah.
This was Emma's house. It has changed.
Yeah, you're right.
This corner.
Oh, no, it was the corner one. You want to know why? Because when he got arrested in season 6, he was at Emma's house. Yeah, because I was hiding in her basement, and then the cops came.
What happens in this show?
Everything's all miniature. I don't know if you guys can notice this with the screen, but all of these houses are like half the size they normally would be.
Yeah. I fit perfectly in them.
It's like Disney World in a way, you know, where like you walk by the homes there and everything's kind of miniature. It's kind of like that.
Like Mickey Mouse's house.
It's like Degrassi's Disney World. That's what it's like. Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. It's always a delight.
Yeah.
You know, we were
Yeah.
just talking about how it's surprising how many years have gone by.
Yeah.
But we don't feel old. I don't think we look old.
No, I think we look pretty much the exact same, but you're right. It's nostalgic, you know.
It is.
But at the same time, I mean, it's all family. We've known each other for so long. It's kind of just like second hat for us.
Yeah, I would have met you like 15 years ago, like half my life.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy.
I know, it's nuts.
We could almost be brothers.
Aren't we?
I think so.
Pretty close.
We are.
I'm sure I will see you maybe another 15 years from now. We're going to be walking through this set.
Yeah, I'll
You'll
come
still
by
be
in like
on
my
and,
mid-50s and I'll be
remember
like,
that?
yeah. At that point, I will not remember that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the thing. This, you know, the trivia is
I
going to get
already
harder
don't
and harder
remember.
as the years go by.
I already don't remember.
No.
Should we go hit up craft?
Yeah, we should.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
We're gonna go grab a sandwich.
Peace.
Okay.